Alright, I figured it was about time to give an update of how things are going on the worm bin, and now that I finally completed it, show you everything I had done to it. It's been pretty successful so far. I will show you what I got done right down here. If you notice right there, you see a screen, and you just go buy them at Home Depot, Lowe's, whatever like that. It's $5–6. They open up. If you look right here, you just pull right here, and then I can take it out, and then I just use little clips, you can see right there, to hold it in. It's been very successful in keeping the bugs out from underneath, and while I go for max ventilation in the bottom. And I got basically the same thing on the top. It's the sun's kind of bright. I don't know if this is going to come out, but it gives you an idea right there. And the same thing. To take it out, I just go and I can lift it, take it right on out. Keeps the larger bugs out. Obviously the smaller ones can still get in, but it does help. And I had to modify my rod system right here. I had more control linkage, little metal piece up here. It wasn't holding up too well, so I went to a brass connection. See if you can see that right there. Don't know if it focused real well. Anyway, brass, so it won't rust, and just use PVC and made a little bracket to hold the rod. That seems to be doing real well. The other one only lasted about 10 days, and I started seeing signs of rust, and it was starting to break. And then, of course, I did put the stainless steel clips in right here to hold that on. And finally, put little catches on the side to hold the side. That one's for a quick latch. And if I want to leave it up, not have to worry about wind, on the other side I put the spring-loaded security one. Couldn't find this in brass. Hopefully it'll hold up pretty well. It's been about 2 weeks now, no signs of rust yet, so we'll see how that turns out. Only problem I've had so far was my judgment on weather. I turn around, and initially when I set this bin up, temperatures are going in the high 30s. And even a couple times in the 20s at night, and highs are in the 40s. So I took compost from that compost barrel that wasn't quite done, anticipating 1 for food, and 2 so I could get some heat generated out of it to help inoculate the worm bin. As soon as I did that and got it all filled up, what happens, we started getting wet. Temperatures in the 80s in the lows at night, and the high 60s, low 70s. And I started getting a little bit of temperature problem. So, but leaving this open, it seems to be doing real well. A couple of squirrels fighting behind me. Right now, max temperatures, it's 80 degrees out right now. And I'm showing right now, don't know if you see it, it's about 78 degrees in the bin. So it's staying pretty good. But this is I plan on having it set up for the summertime. I have it like this. Then in the wintertime I can close it all up if need be for heat. And I even save the plug, so if I need to I can plug off a couple of these. Just watch the for ventilation and make sure I get enough airflow. Same thing down below when I close it all up. So far so good. I anticipate about 1 more month for harvest. And you might be wondering why, why I have the screen at an angle like this. It's because of the foam. It's the way I set it up, so when I close the lid, this foam actually will go down inside here. See if I can give you a little view of that real quick. Use 2 hands here. So as I close the lid, I don't know if you see it right there in that, but that just goes right on the inside, and when the lid closes all the way, then this foam actually will go down here and then barely protrude up in here, and with a little space around it for airflow so air can go in and out. Works real well, keeps the weather out whenever I close it up if it's going to rain. And I started using these blocks in the back. I found that if I just put them up here in the front and then close the lid and then pull down and latch it, seems to work a lot better. Alright, well, thanks for watching. Hope this helps give you some ideas. The screen idea I think it's probably one of the better ones. Keeps the bugs out. You get maximum ventilation, easy to clean, and you don't need to make them. They come to several sizes right there at the hardware stores. And this one down here, I couldn't find exactly the size I wanted to fit underneath my nuts. So what I did is I just assembled it, cut it down a little bit shorter, and got to fit. It wasn't very hard at all. Alright, thanks for joining me, and hope this helps someone, and I'll update next time when I do my first harvest. Thank you. Okay, what I'm going to do right here is I'm just going to go ahead and do a little harvest, and then take this harvest and put it back on top. Help keep it the bin aerated, and this is just to keep everything from compacting too much. And I'll give you a demonstration of how it's working. Right, you see right here's a little wrench I bought at Northern Tools. It's a little ratcheting wrench. I can put it on right here, and as you can see, it works as a ratchet. Okay, let's go ahead and turn it and see how everything works. Look on the bottom, and as you see, it's falling as you go to the next one. And I'll go to the next one. Then I'll go to the next one. And then the little bottom one. Okay, then I'll reverse the wrench. See if I can get anything this way. This is falling out. Okay. And there we go. And let's put the wrench back up here. And let's see how we did. That's not too bad. Some worms. I can see them in there. And this is looking pretty close. I think about 3 more weeks I'll be able to do this for a real harvest. Still see some cocoons and a few worms and some particles not broke down, but it's getting closer. Hopefully I'll be able to harvest here soon.